What's up, guys? Rampage 78 Designs here. Just want to talk. I just want to talk a little bit about the Halloween Ends footage that just debuted at CinemaCon. I'm not really going to be making too many update videos on Halloween Ends and stuff. I went crazy with Kills in 2018, but like we're doing with the fan movies, I think that's probably what we're going to keep going and keep doing is the fan stuff. And I have a new Halloween 6 mask coming out that's going to be attached to a film, so it'll debut there again like the flashback, like these masks did for the flashback. But anyways, let's get to Ends. And first of all, I want to tread lightly here because I don't want to upset people or cause a beef, but I'll post a photo here. When you see this line of photos with this mask, it's a Halloween Ends concept mask. This is actually a mask that I did. And I know I used it for, I can't remember what I used it for, but people said, hey, that's from Fandom Empire. And I like those guys. I think that show's awesome. But it's not, okay? It's mine. So I don't care who uses it. I can tell you I haven't been approached or asked by anyone if they could use it. But that I don't care about that. It's the internet, so it's whatever. But I just wanted to clarify. So, like, if I use that for my thumbnails, you know, just bear in mind that I am the one that made the mask. So, well, Tots made the mask. I did the conversion and the idea. The Stitches idea wasn't fully mine. It was a rumor that I heard, excuse me, that I kind of ran with. So that's why you see that. But, you know, it's flattering to see it I saw it on a few YouTube channels, so that's fine. So that takes care of that. With this Halloween Ends footage, people, I'm thinking it's a teaser or it's a trailer. I'm going to put the description of it right here. I'm not going to read the description. You can read it right here. I'll just talk through it, you know, give it long enough for you to read if you haven't read it. And there's a couple different descriptions, too. One of them I thought was, like, everything. And then there was another one that had a little bit more stuff in it. So if you've already read what we're talking about here, then you know that, you know, there was a scene in the trailer of Laurie getting her head smashed through the window. Basically, though, how it plays out is, I believe from what I'm gathering, from not reading this, because I'm just freestyling here, because this is just my general thoughts. So, basically what I got from it was that you have flashbacks from the prior movies, 78, right? 2018 Kills, leading up to now, and then it kind of flashes into a montage of them fighting. Michael and Laurie fighting in a kitchen. First it shows Michael stalking through the kitchen with a knife. Then it shows them beefing. Laurie lunges out of a closet after waiting in a closet, heavily breathing for him. Lunges at him, tries to stab him or something like that. I didn't see it, of course, so I'm not exactly sure. Somehow Michael ends up on a table, and she's on top of him and has a knife, like holding the knife to his head. Maybe she's holding him, like, you know, whatever. What else was in there that I can think of off the bat? That we could, I mean, I don't want to pick it apart too much because but I will see a lot of people just kind of eating this up immediately, and I'm not a hater, okay? I love every single Halloween movie that's ever been made in its own way. Like, I like every Halloween movie, and I'm gonna like this Halloween movie too. But I don't even think it's something that they are like, oh, you know, like, it's just a little teaser to get your whistle wet or whatever the hell it is. Like, they're not, let's not go, like, crazy yet. Like, let's see what happens, because, right, it depends what, you know, there's a lot of Team Laurie out there, and if you watch these movies for Michael Myers, you might be upset by not upset, but maybe like, ah, man, because, you know, from what I'm gathering, it seems very Laurie-centric, and you could definitely say that Halloween Kills is Michael's movie, and then Ends is going to be Laurie's movie, but we've already had Laurie's movie, like, a lot of times, okay? So, like, to me, they always said they had a script, and then when Jamie Lee Curtis signed on, they changed it. So I always wanted to know what the story was, like, that they were going to bring back without her. And I love Jamie Lee Curtis, but it's like, man, And you guys can be honest in the comments here. I don't care. Like, obviously, don't try not to be crazy and like grimy with it, but like, negative opinions on the movies are definitely welcome here. Like, I see some people that write like, oh, I think it's stupid because Laurie's just gonna be the blah blah blah. And then like the YouTube creator will go in there and be like angry with them. Not any really of the top channels that I watch, like Fandom Empire and all those guys are cool. And We Watch a Movie. Those guys, you wouldn't really catch them doing that. They ain't got time for that. But I'm saying it's okay to like not be down with all this Laurie hype and stuff like that. And my other argument is that you've already built yourself into a corner. If you were going to do Michael versus Laurie in this capacity, then fine. But the problem I have is that you've already done Halloween Kills where Michael Myers takes out a whole group of firemen. Okay? And not only that, but he takes out a mob of people at the end of the movie. And then, various people in the movie. A couple at the same time, right? Granted, it's an old lady with her husband, but it's like, dude, it's 2-on-1. Like he's taking out multiple people, like, and that's fine. He's the boogeyman, but Laurie is not the boogeyman. So what are we doing? Like, she's gonna be the one to take him out 1-on-1. So my buddy had a thing where he said that he thinks this fight that we have in this kitchen is not the last confrontation and is probably not even close to the end of the movie. That could be an opening attack to let us know that Michael's back, and Laurie thinks she has him and he gets away somehow. But this is the thing, is we got to be careful how much we weaken Michael Myers. I know he's been through a lot, but we got to be careful here. We don't want to, someone said that it looks like they're trying to make Laurie the boogeyman. So I don't know, man. And we're gonna get to that shocking twist too. And then let's get to the dream thing first, though. I know I'm like going through a million things here, but I don't have much time, and it's fucking freezing in here. So, this dream thing, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think if they were gonna do that, and little Michael woke up one day, and then oh, it's I'm not, it's time to go trick or treating, whatever, and it's Judith or something. That would still be cheap and whatever, but it would still be kind of cool, I guess. I don't know if you were going to do that, I'm saying. But for the dream thing, I don't think that's happening. I think me and my buddy had a pretty cool idea where if you were to have dream sequences, it could be Laurie dreaming about the 78 murders, like all her friends. So like the first one or whatever could be Annie in the car with with Laurie in the garage. And Laurie's like her 40-year-old self, or I'm sorry, 59 maybe, or 57 I think she might be in this movie. And they're in the car, and Annie and her are talking, and then Laurie's like, what are we doing here? Because I'm not sure if Laurie knows that Annie got killed in the car. She might not know. And then Michael pops up from the back and kills Annie, and while Annie's dying, she says, "This is your fault," and her head slides down onto the horn and beeps crazy, whatever. I'm not going to go through every dream, but you could imagine that each victim would have something similar like that. Bob, Linda. So that's what we thought about for that. If you were going to do a dream thing, let's not rewrite history. And then, of course, at the end, when she defeats Michael, because that's what I think probably happens, right? But maybe not. When she defeats him, all her friends are whole again. They don't have wounds and shit. And they're like, thank you, you saved us, whatever. And now, so she's now the heroine. She doesn't have to live with thinking that she murdered her friends. And then, so now for the shocking thing, I don't know. If you notice, like, let's say that was the end of the movie with Laurie and Michael in the kitchen. That means I didn't see Hawkins or Allison there. So they're either somewhere else, or the shocking thing could be that Michael has killed them. I mean, that'd be pretty shocking, but it'd also be pretty stupid. I mean, and I think Scream did this too. Let me know if you agree. Aside from the Billy flashbacks, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but it's been a long time. Aside from including him into the Scream stuff, it really wasn't that much different of a formula. Every Scream story is different because the motive is different. But they kind of promised you something like, oh, something crazy is coming that you'll never see coming. And it didn't really deliver on that. And I think Blumhouse does the same thing. They did, if you remember, a couple times with Kills, they said, oh, this isn't going in the direction you think. And it's like, well, it kind of is. So that might be what this is for Ends. It's not going to go how you think. And it's like, well, we're used to being, we're used to these new films not exactly ending the way that classic films end. You know what I mean? It's like, they'll kill your main actress. They don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Anymore. So nobody's safe anymore. The rules have changed, and you know, for those reasons, I just think that anything could happen, and so we're so used to just like expecting that. So it's like there's not much that they could do. They've already, you know, and it's like, well, we don't want to demystify Michael Myers, and it's like, yeah, but to what extent? Does that mean you don't want, like, we can't explain anything from his past? Because I love Michael Myers. I think the mystery is like the best part of it, but it's like, dude, some shit you can touch. It's not fucking completely off limits. I can't stand that. Like, it's not completely off limits in my opinion. But, alright, so overall thoughts, I'm definitely excited. You know, I mean, it's a new Halloween movie. I wish it wasn't so Laurie-centric, but that's what they've centered the story around. So, me being a realist, I understand that it'd be weird if you go any other place. Alright, let's touch on the mask real quick. I haven't heard much about the mask outside of this, except for a few things that I know, like a couple people, but they possibly might not know really either, which they've admitted, so apparently the mask is like a little more cracked up and moldy, and I don't understand. Alright, let me take 2 more minutes here. I want to talk about the mask thing. I completely forgot about that. So, apparently, first of all, apparently the mask is just it's just 4 years later. It's still the Kills mask. It's not too far off from the Kills mask from what I've heard. I didn't hear anything about the coveralls, so we'll see what happens there. That actually is pretty interesting. I wonder what they're going to do there, because either way, 4 years later, there's got to be some sort of distress level in the costume, right? So that would be interesting. But the thing that I also have a problem with these new Halloweens, if you think about it, Michael hasn't worn a clean Halloween mask, and I'm not talking about flashbacks and shit. Michael hasn't went on a killing spree in a clean mask since Resurrection. And I'm not counting the kid stuff either. So it's like, as an adult, as Michael Myers, he has not donned a clean mask for a long time. They have this obsession with having to have the mask. They have this obsession with the scarred masks, which then in turn makes us obsessed with them, right? But I think for this one, I would have maybe, like, had the thing deteriorating. You know what I mean? And, like, having him piecing it back together for the whole movie, but he needs a mask in the meantime, so he gets one of these somehow by killing somebody or something. I don't know. But he gets it in a good way, to where the story dictates it. But the whole movie could be him piecing the Kills mask back together. And then for the final confrontation, he gets to don the actual mask that he's been beefing with Laurie in, and he can ditch the clean mask, whatever. I know that they don't care like that, because the mask thing is something that, like, you have to be a hobbyist to really fucking be a mark over and stuff like that, and it really dictates the movie sometimes for some of us, and that's not how it is for a normal fan. So I know they don't care about that. So leave your comments down below. I think it's going to be amazing. You know what I mean? The fact that they added some from flashbacks from all the movie means you didn't get that much new end stuff, and this is definitely probably what they're going to release to us maybe in June or something, or maybe at the end of the month. But so leave your comments down below if you want to subscribe. From here on out, though, I might do some Halloween end stuff, but it's just like thoughts. It's not going to be updates, really. And we're going to keep moving forward with the fan film stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching the fan film stuff, too. That was so cool, man. 4,000 views. I've never had that on a film. So I know that's not much, but thank you. The next film is going to be Extra Cursed. I know we said we're going to do 2018, but we're almost done with Extra Curse, so expect a fan film again soon from us. Thank you so much. Have a good day, guys.